Constitution 2013 Moral American Girl class. This is us. All right? This is us. Here we go. Ready? Okay. 10. Wow. Here we go. Let's see what we can cover. Okay, Declaration for a Moral American Girl. The moral American girl will, bullet 1, put God first in her entire lifestyle, including but not limited to her thoughts, her active decisions, conduct, commitment, and keep go on and on, positively. The moral American girl will love her neighbor as herself. You've read that somewhere before. It's called a thank you. Treat others as she wants to be treated. The moral American girl will honor, promote, and continue the biblical principles established by our forefathers. You don't have to write it. I'll tell you right now. You don't have to write it. We're going to talk about a few ladies who fit the qualification for a moral American girl, a moral woman. I prayed about this, and these are the ladies' names that I felt that God would have me maybe just kind of shine a little light on. I'm going to tell you something about things that go in minutes. You spend hours getting ready for them. Does anybody know anything about that? Where's Ms. Hopper? Have you ever had to do a book report? The teacher gives you 10 minutes or 15, and you work on that book report for days and hours. So what I'm trying to say is, I felt that God gave me a lot of information, but I knew there was a small bit of time. So hopefully, I have given you what He gave me in the essence of it. Anybody got that? I'm a praying woman. I have to look how I behave. I have to always confess. But seriously, God, what can I share with these girls? Give me some examples in the Bible that we can just glean from. We can just, in a capsule, just see. Esther. Esther was a Jewish girl chosen for a king's harem. The harem doesn't sound like it could be the good place to be, right? But when Mr. Craft, or Reverend Craft, taught today about the clay and the spit, anybody heard that?
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, don't put that stuff on me, because I'm thinking that, right? But God doesn't have our mind, thank God, and we don't have God's mind. The man went away leaping and seeing. So, Esther, a beautiful virgin, was chosen for the king's search for a new queen. Now, since you're taking notes, since we don't have time to go through all the scriptures, here's where you can take notes. You can put down Esther. If you want to do some self-study, you can see, oh, let me see, I can go to Esther 2:2. Second chapter, second verse. And hopefully the typing is done correctly. And if it isn't, it's chapter 2 anyway, all right? So don't be too hard on me if I got the wrong number. But in chapter 2, you will learn some things about Queen Esther. She won the favor of everyone who saw her. I wonder why. I wonder what adjectives would describe her.
Pretty.
Go to the first one. The first bullet.
Beautiful virgin.
Chosen. All that. Third bullet. Fasted before going to King Xerxes on behalf of her Jewish people. Now I'm in chapter 4, around verses 15 and 16. Here's a declaration that she made on behalf of her people. Does it sound like a selfish woman? If I perish, I perish. Queen Esther wins the favor of the king, who was attracted to her more than any other in his harem. And there were plenty of women in the harem. Another lady I want to just kind of spotlight is Ruth. Now Ruth was a Moabite. You would say the pagan, a non-Jew promise to Naomi, declaration, your people will be my people and your God will be my God. First chapter, somewhere around 67. Third bullet, Ruth the Moabite finds favor with Boaz, a Jewish man of wealth. Boaz becomes her kinsman redeemer. Look that up. Do some self-study on that. It's a very interesting story, very insightful. And Ruth didn't necessarily go the way we might think she should have gone. You'll read the story. She had to sleep at his feet, Lord, not me. Yes, but sometimes, many times, when you're not obedient to do what seems crazy, like Reverend Craft was preaching, you miss out on the blessing. Can anybody give me an amen on that?
Amen.
Sometimes it seems crazy, but that's because you lean into or we are leaning into our own understanding. Boaz becomes a kinsman redeemer. Second chapter. Last bullet. Ruth becomes the wife of Boaz. Boaz is listed in the genealogy of King David. Here is a woman who is not a part of God's chosen people. She's not an Israelite. I'll go as quickly as I can. Ruth marries an Israelite, a son of Naomi, and the son dies. Back in the day, you needed a man to take care of you, to protect you, to redeem you, so you wouldn't have to do things like you're going to find out about another lady. Sell yourself. But God did a wonderful thing, and hopefully you will you do some self-study. Rahab, the harlot. Now, Rahab aided Israelite spies. Go to Joshua 2:1. She hid the spies. Rahab acknowledged and recognized the power of the God of the Israelites. She declared, I know that the Lord has given you this land. Here's a lady who is a lady of the night. She doesn't have a redeemer. She doesn't have a male in her line to take care of her. So this is her way of taking care of herself. She didn't have, okay, I'll put it this way. She didn't have an earthly redeemer, but she was redeemed. She was redeemed. Third bullet, having made a vow of secrecy, she finds favor with the spies, and she and her entire family are spared when the land is invaded and destroyed. And this one I really love. Fourth bullet, Rahab the harlot. They keep calling her harlot, but nevertheless, she's listed in the hall of faith. Hebrews 11. Why did I spotlight Rahab? Anybody have any idea? Any thinking person want to take a stab at it? Do you see any common thread in any of these ladies? Let me hear your thoughts, Val.
Well, like you said about she didn't have a, like, she took care of herself. She didn't get a man because she had got to take care of her. So, doesn't mean, like, I guess, if you have God, you don't really need anybody else.
That's a good way. That's a good way. I think God saw her heart. Here she was a harlot. Harlots are people who sleep. A woman who sleeps, sells her body, and sleeps with anybody that pays her so she can earn a living. Not a living, but just whatever she needs. She has a family. The insightful part about this lady is that she knew when the spies came in that they came from the true and living God. She recognized that. I know you're from God. I know God's going to destroy this land. I know God is with you. Young people, when you go out in the world, let your God show. People will look at you. They don't have to like you, not to be nice to you, but they know whether they tell you or not, I know God is with you. I know you walk with the Lord. There's something different about you. This is her in the reverse. So the two spies, Joshua sends the two spies in. Besides, they had heard that God, they'd heard about the miracles God performed. In her place where she lived, they heard that God rescued the Israelites from Egypt. God parted the sea. The people walked on dry land. She heard all this. Yes. Anyway, now here's another very precious woman. Mary, mother of Jesus. I need two more. Can I have two more? Okay, take two more. Mary, the mother of Jesus. Mary was a virgin. She conceived from the Holy Ghost. Think about it. Mary was a virgin. She conceived from the Holy Ghost. The baby that she carried was not put there by a man. It was put there by a Holy Ghost. I'm telling you, if you keep yourself pure and holy, the Holy Ghost will use you. Don't worry about what people say or think about you. The one who's in charge will use you. Pure, holy. Angels visit. The angel visited Mary, and if you read in Luke, there the words highly favored. The Lord is with you. Anybody ever read the account in Luke? How the angel praises this woman for who she is and what she is. And here is Mary. Here is Mary answering the call of the charge of her assignment. Because it's a tough assignment. You're young, you get pregnant, you're not married, you can't say it was a man, you never slept with a man. Are these people in the village going to believe you? You're going to have to ride on a donkey, on rocks and gravel, 9 months pregnant. And you have your baby in a stable. What is kept in stables? Animals. But it said there that she was highly favored. The Lord was with her. Your human mind tells you, no way. She must have done something wrong. She's pregnant. She's not married. She has to have a baby on hay. What happened to the hotel, the Marriott, the General Hospital? God's ways are certainly not our ways. Mary declared that she is the Lord's servant. May it be to me as you have said. Sounds to me like she's submitting to God. God, whatever. Not my will, your will be done. 2 minutes up. What are we going to do? Can we just stop the clock? I don't care. Mary glorifies the Lord. There's a whole prayer. Oh, I wish we could just read it. It's a beautiful prayer. Please do some self-study. And she's giving praise and honor to the Lord. We're almost there. Now here's the contemporary lady. Can I have two more? And they already started. Joyce Meyer Ministries, Benton, Missouri. I have some information on that table if you want to Google. This lady has come through all kinds of mess. However, the Lord has used her mightily. Joyce Meyer's life was turned from tragedy to triumph from a very early young age, about 10. She was repeatedly raped by her father. And then I listened to her all the time, but she ran away to get married. Not really to get married, just to get out of there. It's craziness, right? Her mom knew about it, but she was so afraid of dad. She did nothing. David Meyer, man of God, when he was kind of, I want to get married, he really honestly asked for a wife or woman that he could help. Watch out what you ask God for. Because I've heard them speak separately and together. Their life together was very rough. Now that she's 30, now for 34 years, Joyce Meyer has had worldwide ministry. She goes all over the place. God took this ordinary woman who was trashed by a human. Unfortunately, it was her father. But she now does extraordinary things. Joyce has written many books, many teachings. She holds countless conferences all throughout the year, in the States, out of the States. Joyce has found favor with God. Give me a word that you saw on every slide. Any one word. Favor. Thank you. Favor ain't fair, but anybody heard T.D. Jakes say that? But if it's God's favor, give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. All right? Mm-hmm. Paul's plea to live to please God, which I really want to impart to you, my darling. All of you. Finally, brethren, sisterin, daughters. You're like daughters, granddaughters. We instruct you how to live in order to please God. Now we ask you and we urge you in the Lord Jesus to do this more and more. It is God's will that you should be sanctified, that you should avoid sexual immorality, that each of you should learn to control his or her own body in a way that is holy and honorable, for God did not call us to be holy life. Now, I don't know if you could see the connection between morality and freedom, but there's so much in my notes I can't even get to. In order to be free, you basically need to be moral. You have the right to tell somebody, get your hands off of me. This is my body. You don't touch me. That's freedom. But when you just give it up, and y'all know I could go there, but I'm not, or just let people do what they want to do, you're not free. But with God's help, you can be free. You can be free. Does anybody agree with that? You can be free. You can be free to say, what?
The time when the
2 minutes are up. Okay. Wow. So, what I have here, information on Joyce Meyer. I have something that you're going to read, sign, and keep. We're going to read it together. Oh, I'll take one, please.
Thank you. Thank you.
Helpful, righteous, religious, wise, old, smart, strong-willed, loyal, wise, devout, honorable, God-fearing, faithful, strong sense of morality, smart, brave, courageous, trusting, powerful, intelligent, caring, patriotic, God believers, inspiring, smart, trustworthy, powerful. Did you see some of these same traits in these women? Did anybody see any of these traits? Did you see any of the traits from the Val?
Oh, there were, oh, that might, yes.
I had you list some traits about your forefathers. Did you see any of the traits in the women that found favor with God? Yes. What did they have in class? Declaration for a Moral American Girl, Camp Constitution 2013. All right? This is why I told you you didn't have to take these notes. Everybody stand on your feet. Now this is yours to keep. You know something? I'm going to separate you. We're going to read this together, and then, sweetheart, Lisa, you need to do question and answer, right? So I got to move on. See, I'm supposed to give you time. How am I supposed to do all this? But I'm supposed to give you time to talk. Declaration for a More American Girl, Camp Constitution 2013. Can we read together in unison? Can we do that? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and we will start. I declare as a moral American girl, I will put God first in my entire lifestyle, including but not limited to my thoughts, actions, decisions, conduct, commitment, etc. Love my neighbor as myself. I will treat others as I wish to be treated. Honor, promote, and continue the biblical principles established by our forefathers. Additionally, I will take to heart Paul's plea to live to please God, found in 1 Thessalonians 4, 1-7. You may sit down. Thank you. Hopefully, I haven't been too out there that you can't make the connection. But hopefully you can make some connections between God uses people who honor Him, who are righteous, who they have a strong, somebody said strong will, which I like, but they have a determination. Like I saw in Esther. Esther did the right thing. Some of you might know about Esther, some of you may not. But like I said, we don't have time to show scripture. But her will was, if I perish, I perish. Esther, because of her uncle guardian, Mordecai, had to go before the king on behalf of a group of people. And she could have been killed. She said, if I perish, I perish. So I'm challenging you, when you have to do the right thing, think about your foundations, want to talk, you can share now. You have anything to share? Yes, I see your hand. You have to sign it. You're gonna sign it, and then I don't know when I'm gonna get to sign it, but we're gonna be together for a couple of days. I'd like to sign it. When you sign it, I'd like for you to date it. So if you start feeling a little like, what date is it today? July 7th. You can say, oh, wait a minute. My conduct is to be honorable to God. And I said that on. And if I could have gotten your frames, I would have gotten your frames. But I don't have John one. So, I need you now to quickly write your post-evaluation on those words. Take that small little piece of paper out. Tell me what's morality. What did you get? If it hasn't changed, you say it didn't change. If you learned anything differently, got anything differently, or if you're thinking about something differently, put that down. Because both pieces of paper are yours to keep. All right? Now, as soon as they stop asking, I have something to say. I'm taking my 450. Is that okay, Mr. G?
It's okay, you got it.
Am I done?
Yeah, you're done.
Oh, my God. Can I have one more? It's needed, it's important. It's just not enough time. Does anyone, have any idea why this was here? This is to remind you that you're a precious gift. Your virginity is precious. All right? You are precious. A precious gift needs to be kept. Precious. If I could have gotten all of you one of these, you'd gotten one of these too to put in your room. So look at this. Your gift of self-esteem is precious. Your body is precious. You are the temple of the living God. God is in you, so you're going to guard your precious gift. All right? Any questions? All right, I'll call all of you. Now, one thing I got to go through real quickly. I have some tracks over here, because I keep. I have some tracks here. In order for you to be moral and to live a godly life and to know righteousness and to make, you gotta know truth. You gotta know Jesus. You gotta be. So I have basic, so Bible basic for a new believer. You don't have to read it, but just if you want to check, all this is free. Everybody say free. Free. Okay, so if you want to read it, the world tells you what love is. Don't believe it. 1 Corinthians 13 tells you what love is. 1 Corinthians 13. Everybody say 1 Corinthians 13. So if you want details, good. And I'm a true patriot. And this is John 3:16. On the back and the front is a. These are also free. Get the word free. Free. No. Now, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but yeah, could you take this knot out? Do you need to still use the bag? Or? Yeah, because I've got to clear all this stuff out. This was in our newspaper July 4th. In God We Trust. This was put in my paper by President Abiyabi. He's taking you back to the values of the founding father. Reminding all the people out there, whether they want to read it or not. I thought it was just great, because it's the one day that I get the paper. Now, as quickly as possible, everybody's going to get a bag. And I like to do things, in a nice and early way, but I don't have time, right? So, as I walk, just take a bag. Bless you, thank you for coming, thank you for your attention. You're welcome, take back any bag. You're welcome, take a bag, any bag. Take a bag, any bag. I gotta find something special for all y'all. Take a bag, any bag. Enjoy it. You want to help me out? Okay, you're welcome. Now, we're gonna run out. We're gonna run out. However, who did not get a bag? Really? I was willing to give you my bubbles. So I what? I was gonna give you my bubbles because I ran out of bags. I didn't know if I had enough bags. Who didn't get a bag? My helper? You didn't get a bag? You didn't get a bag?
That's fine, don't worry.
You get bubbles.
Thank you. You get to take 2 bubbles. Yeah. Any color. I like bubbles. You're not gonna put it.
They say no nonsense?
Yeah.
Because no nonsense day.
No,
I got